Wow, if you thought this morning's run up to the Rakaia Gorge was interesting, the drama this afternoon, wow, and it started right off the bat.
Well, it is when the team owner has actually got wet feet and shingle in his boots. What does that mean?
Nigel had an off course right in the first corner. What happened there, Mark?
Yeah, there's a chain link broke on the steering at like 130 mile an hour, and all I can say is thank God it broke there, because the boat went dead straight. A little bit of damage to the boat, like a little bit of sponson damage. Really, he's upset, shockingly, because he was winning the marathon, doing a good job. He's done a lot of pre-boating, but that's what boat racing's like. It's really, really hard.
Absolutely gutted. I mean, to be honest, we put a year into this. Bruce and I have been pre-boating for the last 9 months, every weekend to try and win this thing, and to not make a mistake and to be in the position we were and then have a part fail on us, really, really, really gutting actually.
But then you've got Rick and Jody from Canada, borrowed my other boat. He was having some motor issues, like a bit of a flame out.
The motor kept cutting out. It had good top end speed, but if you had to slow down at all, it wouldn't pick up. And then it cut right out on us in a sharp corner and hooked it right up on the bank.
So both of the Chromie-powered boats out of the running today, but maybe back in again tomorrow?
No, I think they're going to call it quits, because until the boat's right, you don't want to race it.
So second place boat John Derry passed Nigel right off the bat when he saw that up and out, but about halfway down, he ended up getting passed by Mike Pooley, who was having a great run.
Yeah, well, I would have thought when they saw that boat of Nigel's aground, Derry would have slowed down a bit, which he probably did and didn't push so hard, because he had quite a lead,
A little bit further down in the pack, and we got our CX boat, Jason Young, who had a DNF in the first day. He's back in it now.
Yeah, and he's worked hard, and he had an engine issue, and he's back. He's a good jet boater, and he'll drive hard too.
2 good clean runs, and it's just good to have some time on the board now. It's just unfortunate with the first day, the boater, and just the way the penalty rules work, we've ended up at the back of the field, but we're working our way back, and there's a long time to go yet.
Also in the CX class, Wayne Boys with his run up. He spent a lot of time in the broom bushes here today.
They're not broom bushes in the Rakaia, they're looper.
On the way up, we seemed to get into a few broom bushes and things, and found ourselves jumping through some places that we shouldn't have been. But I mean, we got to the top, got it all together again, and avoided that on the way back downstream by pulling out at the right time back into the mainstream.
Shane Thompson came all the way down from the North Island. He was having some action today.
He certainly was, and I heard he was in a water race, and I think it was actually cow milking time, and he really thought he'd have to go milk the cows, but that's not a place to be on the Rakaia.
We went up the right-hand side and went through all the trees at the top, which was a shortcut, but I vowed and declared I wasn't coming back down it, which put us on, when we came back down, we came down on the right-hand side and ended up heading into the water race, right to the point where we could have clipped the ticket, basically. Coming back down, I'm sure I didn't turn as many corners going down as what I did coming out.
The locals in the FX class coming from Ashburton, Riley Smith had a great run today.
He did, and I've been out at Lac Hood, which is just out of Ashburton, and he's been testing that boat like every day to try and get it right, and they are just over the moon. They've been jumping shingle bars, gravel bars, everything, but they've kept going.
Having a lot of fun so far. Coming back down to Rakaia here today was pretty messy in places. Did a fair bit of shingle jumping, so we've been watching it for years and wanted to do it, so we've done it, and yeah, it's exactly what we thought it was. So.
If you thought the people from Ashburton had a great time, what about the Mexicans?
Yeah, Diego and Gil Garcia coming all the way over here in New Zealand to race, and they had a great time all the way up, all the way back, made it in the finish, and we were all happy to see them.
We're really happy about that. 2 days ago we got stuck pretty close to the start, so today was an excellent day for us. Okay, well, the rivers here are just very twisty with lots of gravel bars, shallow spots, and the rivers back home are just wide, nice rivers. So it's a big difference boating there to here.
The braided rivers is amazing. These rivers are so hard. We went and pre-boated everything, but we're just getting used to driving like this. This has been a lot of learning for us. All the people here have been so nice, and I just want to thank Ryan and Jeff and Wayne, all the team that Ryan brought, and John Derry for lending us the boat. The people here are great, have been treating us amazing.
Spear of thought for Damien Pooley, who didn't actually make it to the top. He had overheating problems on the Rakaia. That's often caused by driving over too many shingle bars for too long, and you usually get a stone blockage in the jet unit.
We got about 5k into the river, and the temperature gauge come up fairly quickly, and the game over light come on, and we think we've blown a head gasket today, so it's going to put us out of the next couple of days.
All right, Mark, where to from here?
The Waitaki, which is just out of Oamaru. It's a dam-fed river, running good QMX of water, like anywhere from 250 to 400, depends on how much water they're pouring in. But that's like 70 Ks 3 times. We've got 3 legs on that to catch up some of the time we haven't raced. But generally, that's a great river as long as you keep out of the trees.
All right, we'll see everyone for day 5 of racing coming tomorrow.